Hi everyone, it's me, and today, say cheese. I'm sorry, this is gonna get cheesy. I'm sorry.
69 inches!
Yep, he started off this video with 69 inches. A 69 joke.
Look, 69, right? I'm not even making this up for the memes.
Theory about cheese.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, where
Hello Internet, welcome to Food Theory. Hi, let's go.
today's episode is gonna be cheesier than normal.
Oh, it's gonna be the cheesiest.
For those of you who don't know, the cheese pull, that epic shot of a slice of pizza being lifted off and the cheese just lingering down there like an ooey gooey lava. That pizza slice being lifted up and the cheese stretching along with it. Iconic, right? A grilled cheese sandwich being pulled apart and that stretch, that ribbon of yellow cheese just kind of gently draping down there. It has been scientifically proven to make you more likely to buy the pizza, hunger for some grilled cheese, or just have more positive feelings for that dish. And so
Yeah, science!
So today, we're gonna try to optimize for the most epic cheese pull in history.
We're testing just how far you can stretch the limits of marketing psychology and actual cheese.
What cheese is gonna give us the longest, stretchiest pulls, and just how far can we push the limits of stretchy, cheesy goodness?
It's gonna be delicious, and also, I'm probably gonna hate grilled cheese at the end of the day, aren't I?
My goal, actually, is to make a cheese pull that is taller than Stephanie.
Yes, I am 5'1".
Which is 155 cm, okay?
It's
Add it to the lore. Add it to the lore.
It's already been recorded in many places, including probably Wikipedia.
Confirm it in the wiki. Confirm it in the wiki.
I'm 5'1", which means that anything taller than me would be over 61 inches of stretchy cheese. And I feel like
Thank you for doing that math.
that's a lot of stretching. Well, I have to, it's 61 inches sounds a lot better than 5'1".
And so with that goal in mind, we set out to make ourselves some grilled cheese. Lots and lots of grilled cheese.
The constipation train, here we come.
We're moving a lot faster than my balls will be at the end of this episode.
To set the
Alright, so case in point, this episode is gonna be quite cheesy, cringy, fun episode, but cheesy. Sorry.
stage for our experiment, let me first say that cheese pulls are so important, so magical that they've been studied by neuroscientists and marketing researchers the world over. There's a good reason every pizza commercial is legally obligated to show you this money shot. Believe it or not, but this singular image of cheese stretching to the point of ripping actually tricks your body into thinking that it's about to eat pizza. Neuroscientist Dr. Uma Karmakar says the cheese pull can trigger deep-seated memories of food experiences. When we see a cheese pull, we're not just seeing that one pizza or grilled cheese, we're actually triggering a cascade of memories back to all the other times we've taken a nice stretchy bite. Your mouth begins to water and you suddenly feel space in your stomach because your brain, in that singular moment, is releasing the exact same chemicals it would be if you were holding a slice ready to take a bite. Once science proved this, food companies the world over raced to make the best cheese pull, spawning ads full of ooey gooey stretchy slices. And in this new era of social media, an entire category of content exists where people slowly pull apart everything from mozzarella sticks to cheese wheels in an attempt to satisfy audiences and stomachs. So
Yeah, this sort of satisfaction video, kind of satisfying if you think about it.
knowing this, I wanted to take it to its logical extreme. What is the best, most effective cheese for the cheese pull? If I'm marketing a grilled cheese sandwich, what am I gonna be using to get the most neurochemical bang for my buck? So today, in this video, size does matter. I'm not gonna be satisfied with a couple of inches of cheesy cheddar. I'm talking about feet, yards, fathoms of fromage. To do that, I wanna find the optimal cheese and put it to the test. Or rather, pull it to the test.
So you'll notice that we've already prepped some sandwiches here, showcasing the variety of cheeses that we're dealing with.
Today we're going to be choosing from 3 different categories of cheese. We have a hard cheese, or a cheddar here. This is a very standard fare for a type of grilled cheese. We're also gonna do a super soft cheese. That'll be our brie going on over here. It's mushy, it's kind of slimy. This is very soft. We're gonna see if that gives a better stretch or if it really can't hold up structurally. And then in the middle we have our semi-soft mozzarella.
We've got
Alright, so 3 variables: hard, soft and semi-soft.
A nice pepper jack, which is going to be in the semi-soft category. We've got ourselves a piece of empty bread that I'm going to use to demonstrate how to cut the slices. We also have the weirdo of the group, American cheese, which in true American form doesn't even qualify as an official cheese.
Right you are there, live action Matt Pat. Technically, what we know of as American cheese does have some real cheese in it. If you read the ingredient label on that Kraft Singles package, you see that the second ingredient there, right behind milk, is actual cheddar cheese. But the
So majority of the ingredients in there is milk followed by cheese. The more you know.
problem is that there's also a lot of other stuff in there, like milk, whey, milk protein concentrate, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So is American cheese 100% cheese? No, definitely not. But American cheese contains some cheese, and that's enough for it to live up to its actual title of pasteurized processed American cheese food, as the official FDA label there, folks. Processed cheese food, just like Mom used to make.
So in order to make sure that we're standardizing this experiment, we're using 4 ounces of cheese for each of our sandwiches. The reason you'll notice that we're pre-slicing them is we don't want to cut them after they're already heated up and ooey gooey.
We don't want to risk the knife actually going through the cheese and stopping the pull, basically. We don't want anything to impede the pull.
And then last, but certainly not least, is the brie, which
Don't! Seriously?
Is this it?
Something like that.
No!
Something like that.
This will goo.
You cut it! You cut it! No! You see, even the duck animation is like, seriously? Seriously? Huh?
I don't know though. Like what? It's got this outer casing. You don't eat. I don't. Help me. Help, Steph.
Let's chop it up. Let's just.
Do I
anything?
scoop it?
Anything will be easier if we just chop it
Should I
up.
scoop it? Can I?
No,
scoop
not with that. We scoop.
No!
carving it out like a kiwi.
Okay, we're
Can
gonna
carve it out like a kiwi?
We're gonna just take this over right now. It's fine.
I don't understand. I've never.
It's not that hard. A knife, shoo. You don't use a knife to scoop that cheese. It's not that
I
hard.
understood brie cheese.
It's so tasty.
I've never understood it. It's
good.
like here's the outer rind, but you don't eat the outer rind.
You eat the outer rind?
Do you?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, you fool! See, I don't get. See, as a child, I feared cheese.
I'm sorry.
I did it.
Ta-da!
I sliced the brie.
This isn't gonna work.
It's gonna work great. This is gonna be. Oh, maybe it should go across. Oh, maybe it should go across them.
See, everyone behind the camera laughs at me when I don't know what to do with the brie, but
Editor's note. Sorry, Matt. I'm laughing too. Oh wait, I'm actually laughing. Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
oh no, Stephanie gets the pass.
Sorry.
One of these things is not like the other.
Which one?
Spot the difference. Same. Same.
slices.
Uh-oh. It's the wrong angle, Steph.
Pre-slice.
The OCD in me is. You didn't even know what the difference was. Oh, so much better. I feel so satisfied now.
Okay.
I just love it that Stephanie after all this is like, yeah.
Try not to get satisfied challenge.
Okay.
Every episode of Food Theory is a try not to get dissatisfied challenge as we just fumble about in the kitchen.
With all our contestants laid out and the sandwiches assembled, it was time to grill that cheese.
Come along, friends. Join me to the oven. And yes, the oven. So the real hack of today's episode is you can do 6 grilled cheese sandwiches at a time inside your own oven, and it turns out
Surprise.
the same way. Brilliant. It's almost like the oven is a big stovetop.
It's not. It's not a big stuff.
It's not though. There.
I just love the background music is kind of like a fun, chill vibe. It's like, we all know that this episode is going to be kind of cheesy, literally cheesy.
They cook it completely.
Oh, sorry, I'm laughing too hard.
Conduction, but you know, we did that in another episode.
And before I take to the comments about how my grilled cheese sandwiches are actually baked cheese sandwiches, let's all remember that cooking a sandwich on a stovetop pan is not actual grilling either. In reality, the actual grilling is a process that heats food by, say it with me now, convection, just like the oven does. So we're totally in the clear as far as I'm concerned. Several minutes of faux grilling later, the sandwiches were ready to stretch.
Here we are, friends, ready for the big stretch-a-thon.
All right, our grilled cheese is out of the oven. The only thing we're missing is my tape measure.
Yeah.
What? You seemed unimpressed.
Oh, unimpressed. That's gotta hurt.
Hold up. Our grilled cheese is out of the oven.
They
The only
do.
thing we're missing now is, of course, the tape measure.
Oh my gosh. The only thing to stretch farther than the logic of these episodes will be this cheese.
You are 5'1".
I know.
Oh yeah, you are. Oh look, you're almost 5'2".
I know, 5'1.5"
You
technically.
grew.
I know.
And with all the calcium in today's episode from this cheese, maybe you'll grow a little bit more.
Yes. I haven't topped out yet.
All right, so before this gets cooling, let's actually get started, shall we?
You're doing a vertical stretch or a horizontal stretch?
Great question, my co-host who didn't bother to read the agenda ahead of time. We stretch
Oh!
the cheese vertically for maximum stretch. That way we're working
Gravity,
alongside the
gravity.
force of gravity instead of against it, which is going to be a lot harder.
Also, if I'm trying to do it taller than Stephanie, I mean, you are standing upright. Round number 1, American cheese. Wah,
Oh, well, how disappointing. That was a mere 5 inches.
That was not great.
5 inches off the sandwich. Not doing anybody any good. I better eat this one.
I'm noticing that it coagulated pretty quickly.
It could
honestly.
also be the type of cheese. I think other types of cheese are going to hold up better than
think
the
so?
non-cheese.
All right, let's try this.
Well, this one is holding up nicely in my mouth.
Let's try
Just
the
saying.
pepper jack. Oh, geez, the pepper jack is just ooey gooey. Here we go. Ready?
14, 15, 17. Oh, wait, we got, I think where we capped off and where it broke was 17.5 inches. New record.
Ooh, new record.
Nice. Oh, I love
So that was pepper jack.
grilled cheese.
Here is the brie.
Ooh, way too soft.
Oh, way too soft.
4 inches.
Not great.
No, that doesn't
great.
work at all.
Can we?
Okay. To all my bros out there, that must have hurt, right? That must have hurt. Ugh.
Take that one too. Oh, mozzarella. Fresh mozzarella. Go, baby.
You got this, you got this.
Go.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, it's like rubber.
Oh, it's
9,
absolutely
10, 11 inches, 1
Whoop,
foot.
hold up. It slipped out of the bread.
Keep pulling on the end. Keep pulling on the end.
Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Isn't this ooey gooey delicious?
Okay, 16, 17, 18 inches. We're at 1.5 feet. We're at 20 inches.
Oh no, it's pulling.
We're at
it's pulling.
21.
It's giving way.
We're at 23. Oh, right at 2 feet.
That's gonna be hard to beat. Ooh, and that's fresh mozzarella
Love
too.
this episode.
All right, cheddar.
Oh, 7 inches.
For those of you keeping score at home, our results look like this. Dead last was Brie, the soft cheese representative, living up to its title by being too soft and gooey to survive more than 4 inches of stretch. Next
Well, technically it's soft, so
was American cheese. Not exactly a soft cheese technically, but definitely soft cheese-like in its consistency. Our hard cheese cheddar did slightly better, but its problem was actually the exact opposite of our soft boys. The cheddar was just too sturdy, resulting in very little stretchability. It was no surprise then that our 2 semi-soft cheeses, pepper jack and mozzarella, were our 2 best performers, situated perfectly in that Goldilocks zone. Soft enough to give us some good flexible stretching, but solid enough to stay together even when stretched to well over a foot. And while our
well, the more you know, I guess. The more you know.
Our experiment had technically been completed, I wasn't satisfied. I hadn't even come close to stretching cheese nearly as tall as Steph. And that's saying a lot because, again, she is quite short. Not wanting to take an L on this one, I regrouped and called in my old friend, Science, to help understand why my stretchy cheese was stretchy and how I could maximize my chances before admitting defeat. To understand why cheese is actually stretchy, you have to go back to how it's made. All cheese starts out as milk, either cow, sheep, or goat. That milk then gets mixed with enzymes and something called rennet, basically a bacteria starter pack. That rennet helps the milk curdle, separating it into solid and liquid parts. Those are known as your curds and whey. You know the classic children's rhyme, Little Miss Muffet, sitting on her tuffet, eating the curds and whey? Yep, that is actually what she's eating there. A deconstruction of cheese. Food theory! Demystifying
Food theory.
those random nursery rhymes that you were told for some reason as a kid. Were you told those as a kid? Let me know down in the comments if you have any idea what I'm rambling on about here. These old
I got no idea. I'm sorry.
Nursery rhymes, do people even tell them anymore? I know I'm a parent. I haven't told Ollie them yet, so maybe I should correct that, just for his own personal edification about the science of curds and whey. Anyway, the curds of the cheese are then squeezed together into blocks or wheels and sent to age, basically just drying out and settling. This is the process for most hard cheeses and the basis for all cheese making. That said, the difference between hard and soft cheeses happens when you add another step to the process. After you get to the curds and whey stage, you can take your curds and do basically whatever you want to them. You can heat them, cool them, boil them. Each one does something different to the cheese. In the case of the mozzarella that we see on pizza or sandwiches, the curd isn't just pressed and stored, it's actually heated in water until the key protein inside of the cheese denatures. That means that the protein unwinds. It's actually a protein that we've seen a lot of times before on the channel, our good friend casein, the one that's
Hi, casein. Oh wait, that's not a person's. That was embarrassing.
responsible for blocking spicy food on your tongue when you drink milk. This protein, when unwound, is responsible for the super stretchy nature of the cheese. It's also responsible for those hair-thin strands of mozzarella that you're able to pull off of string cheese in order to impress all the other kids in elementary school lunchtime. So right off the bat, understanding the science here tells us a lot about how to maximize our results. Cheese gets stretchy when it melts because the heat helps to denature the casein in the curd. That said, if there's no moisture in the cheese, it can't stretch as far because there's not enough liquid to carry the cheese. And if there's too much moisture in the cheese, like a soft cheese, the casein can't stay together and the cheese collapses. So we know intuitively that we need one of these semi-soft cheeses, and we know that in order to get the maximum stretch, we're gonna have to do a lot of work on those proteins, so the cheese needs to be kept as hot as possible. So knowing all this, we went back to the drawing board. Well, all of us except for Steph. She'd eaten her weight in grilled cheese and also needed to go to a meeting, so she politely bowed out. Instead, it was time for me to take another go with our head of production, Jason.
Hi, Jason. Thank you so much, Jason. And I would just love it that in this sort of fun, cringy, cheesy episode, he introduced so much informative, knowledgeable wisdom into us, so that we can learn, be educated, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much, my pet. Thank you so much, the team behind this video. You guys did a great job. Thank you.
Man's getting up.
But before we started with round
Come on, don't call yourself old man. You're not that old. 60 to 65 years old.
2, I had to get something off my chest.
True story. One time in elementary school, I lost a piece of Tupperware in the trash can on grilled cheese and tomato soup day.
Isn't that like 3 decades ago?
And so I had to go into the janitorial office and dig through 3 dumpsters worth of leftover tomato soup and
3 dumpsters? 3 decades ago?
grilled cheese.
Did you have to?
Otherwise, I would lose my Tupperware, Jason.
I'm aware.
And as a
aware.
kid, you don't lose your Tupperware, otherwise your mommy is gonna be mad at you.
But having said that, you must recognize that that was 3 decades ago, not that relevant anymore. 2 decades minimum.
So I dug through the garbage to find the Tupperware, and I found it, but I have never, to this day, been able to get the smell of leftover tomato soup out of my nostrils.
I've been carrying
30 years ago. Come on.
that around for a while, so it felt good to finally unburden myself. Newly freed from my childhood cheese trauma, it was time to begin with test number 2. For this one, we heated up the cheese as much as possible and then pulled it the second it came out of the oven.
Out on my fingies! Out on my fingies!
American was not an exciting start. But again, this makes sense. American cheese contains very little actual cheese, which is where our stretchy casein lives.
Brie! You know my favorite actress, right? Allison Brie. This one is the Brie, and the Brie is already broken.
Ah!
Sad. That's not even worth it. Just, well, that was cheese that existed.
Things started to look more promising when we took to the hard cheese.
The cheddar pull. Oh, well, we got a couple strands. Got a couple strands.
There.
And they pulled.
16 and a half.
Finally, it was time for the 2 semi-soft varieties, taken piping hot out of the oven. These were our heavy hitters from round 1, so if anyone was gonna take us over the top, it was them. Could we finally pass Stephanie's 61 inches? We were about to find out.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh buddy, oh buddy. Oh, hot on my hand, hot on my fingies, hot on my fingies. Okay, go, 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 go. Pull, pull, pull. Pull, 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 go, 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 hot on my fingies. Oh, right there. Okay, it's right here.
Did it break or did it fall?
It broke, or maybe fell, but probably. Oh,
Oh yeah.
69 inches! Ha! 69.
I don't get it.
Crushing all previous marks,
I just love that it's just that 69 and then I don't get it.
mozzarella topped us out at 69 inches. Could our final cheese pepper jack possibly beat that?
Oh, buddy. Oh, look at it, kittens. Oh, that string's still going. String's still going. Oh my gosh, we gotta go. Jason, hop up. Go. In your leisure, Jason. We are not spring chickens doing YouTube anymore. What was it?
63.
63! Less meme-ish, equally impressive.
So 69 was where we actually topped out for the day, which, if I'm doing my research correctly, unofficially beats the previous longest cheese pull world record of 41.5 inches that was set back in 2016. In my life, I've always wanted to set a world record. I didn't think it would be this one, but you know what? I'll take whatever I can get. That said, our results, while impressive, were nowhere close to a different cheese pull, the world's longest piece of string cheese ever. This one wasn't measured in inches, it was measured in feet. 3,000 feet. In Wisconsin, an entire city's worth of volunteers, 1,700 people got together to stretch 500 pounds of string cheese for nearly 3/4 of a mile. 3,832 feet to be exact. That's the equivalent of nearly 30,000 cheese sticks, so gives me something to strive for. As for today, though, our work was done. Nothing left to do but enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Maybe I have
Tasty.
cheese trauma. You ever think about that?
I should have called in sick today.
So the moral of today's story, my friends, when it comes to cheese pulling, jack cheeses are Gouda, but the undisputed champ is mozzarella. You cheddar believe it.
Wow, that actually rhymes, but kind of cheesy.
But hey, I hate myself so much. Thanks for watching. Bon appetit.
Lucky for you, cheese isn't the only thing that's stretching today thanks to our sponsor, Fetch. Fetch lets you stretch your
Thank you
wallet
so much.
further, which, gotta
Thank
say,
you.
I'm thankful for considering how expensive it was to buy that much brie. Fetch is a completely free app that allows me to take all the things that I already buy, from the huge amount of cheese I purchased for this episode to the huge amount of Pepto-Bismol I purchased after the episode.
The constipation train, here we come.
And then scan the receipts from those purchases to get rewards. Rewards that I just use again to buy more of the things that I love. Probably not cheese again for a long time. Fetch lets you take all those useless receipts that are floating around your wallet, your purse, your countertop, your key holder, that random drawer in your room, and turn them into something that's actually useful. Just scan your receipt. Literally anyone from any store ever, and each one is gonna earn you points. Scan a receipt from one of their extra special partner brands, and you earn yourself extra points. The more points you have, the more you can redeem to buy stuff from the places where you already buy things. Best Buy maybe? Amazon? Anyone? Yep, you can get rewards to all of them and more by using Fetch. It is literally turning spent money into saved money. So use the link at the top of the description and use the code FOODTHEORY, FOODTHEORY, to get 5,000 free points before you even scan a receipt. That is already enough to buy something with, so you can literally get the app, enter the code, and immediately purchase something. So go get whatever you want, and remember, use the code FOODTHEORY to make sure they know I'm the one who sent you. Thanks to Fetch for sponsoring us, and thank you for supporting them, which then allows them to support us more. It's a virtuous cycle. We all
Thank you.
win. Speaking of winning, we got a winning episode coming up next week, so I'll see you then.
Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find this video very cringy, cheesy. But anyways, if you do like this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below if you have anything to share with us. Down below. Don't forget to follow my channel, and hope to see you in my next video. But hey, that's just a theory. A food theory. Bon appetit. Thank you. Subscribe! And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye! Thank you so much. Subscribe.